So now talking about these pigments, carotenes, apart from chlorophyll, carotenes, you see the lycopene and beta carotenes that are there. Then xanthophylls. Xanthophylls, like you see the molecular formula of xanthophylls. Xanthophylls like vioxanthin, zeaxanthin, astaxanthin, spiroxanthin. You see the neoxanthin, the lutein, the fucoxanthins, the canthaxanthins. They are there. Chlorophyll A students, chlorophyll A and carotenes, they are universal pigments which are found in all the oxygen liberating cells. You see chlorophyll, carotenoids, phycobilins. Out of these three, chlorophylls and carotenoids, they are water insoluble, while phycobilins are water. So these three are water insoluble, whereas phycobilins are water soluble. Chlorophyll A is the most abundant synthetic pigment, photosynthetic pigment that you find on the planet Earth. Right now, you see stroma lamellae or the stroma thylakoids, they lack the photosystem 2 and the enzyme NADP reductase that is there. You see this chloroplast structure in more detail, you see here. So, we could research, or we could actually understand about these pigments using several experimentation with the help of paper, chromatography or chromatogram, produce different pigment colors which appear as chlorophyll A, which appears blue-green color. So you see the carotenes, this is the carotene, the xanthophylls, this area yellow, chlorophyll A, the bluish green area, and chlorophyll B is this greenish area. So you see the solvent, you see carotene yellow orange, xanthophylls yellow, chlorophyll A blue green, chlorophyll B greenish yellow, and the pigment extract origin, everything that you see. So you can see all the colors of the different pigments that are there, and this technique could be done with the help of the chromatography technique. Carotenoids, they absorb the light energy and they transfer it to the chlorophyll A, and thus they act as accessory pigments. So these carotenes that are there, they are accessory pigments. They would absorb the light energy and then they'll pass on to the main chlorophyll, that's the chlorophyll A. So they will accumulate the exposure of light, they will accumulate all the energy, and then they'll pass it on to chlorophyll A. So this is how things happen. Provitamin A carotenoids, the non-provitamin A carotenoid. You see the different beta carotene, alpha carotene, beta cryptoxanthin, lutein, zeaxanthin, lycopene, all of it. Carotenoids basically protect the chlorophyll molecule from photooxidation by picking up nascent oxygen and converting this nascent oxygen into harmless molecular stage. So that is the thing. Carotenoids which are there, they can be classified into two groups, namely carotene and xanthophylls. So carotenoids further classified, as we already saw, into carotenes and xanthophylls. So carotene is alpha carotene and xanthophylls are like beta cryptoxanthin, lutein and zeaxanthin. Carotenes are orange red in color and they have general formula, that is C to the base 40, H to the base 56, and they are isolated from carrot, and they are found in all the groups of plants, that is from algae to the angiosperms. Some of the common carotenes are alpha, beta, gamma and delta. You see the carotenes, phytoten, lycopene, neurosporine. Lycopene is a red pigment found in the ripe tomatoes and the red pepper, that's a fruit. Naturally occurring carotenes, that is the hydrocarbon alcohol in the glycosides, ethers and aldehydes, epoxides, ketones, esters and of alcohols, higher carotenoids and apocarotenoids that are there. So these are the naturally occurring carotenoids. The beta carotenes on the hydrolysis gives vitamin A, hence the carotenes, they are called as provitamin A. You got this, right? Beta carotene is a black yellow pigment that is obtained from the carrot root. Xanthophylls. Now talking about xanthophylls. Xanthophylls are the yellow colored carotenoids which is called as xanthols or the carotenols, and they contain the oxygen also along with the carbon and the hydrogen, and they have general formula this, that is C40H56O2. Lutein, talking about lutein. So lutein, the general formula that you see, is a widely distributed xanthophyll which is responsible for yellow color in the autumn foliage, the autumn leaves that you see. Fucoxanthin, with its molecular formula C40H56O6, is another important xanthophyll that's present in the Phaeophyceae, that's the brown algae. So you see the different brown algae over here. That's the Ectocarpus, Tylopteris, Cutleria, Desmoresta, and Dictyota, Sporocnus. All of these are Sargassum, the most common brown algae. Phycobilins, on the other hand, these pigments are mainly found in the blue-green algae, that is cyanobacteria, and they are red algae. They are found in red algae, and these pigments, they have open tetrapyrrolic structure, and they do not bear the magnesium and the phytol chain as we studied in the chlorophyll structure. So this is the allophycocyanin and the phycocyanin. So you see the phycoerythrin, phycobilizome structure, the thylakoid membrane that's there. Now here we move on to this question, and the question is, pigment containing membranous extensions in some cyanobacteria, they are A. basal bodies, B. nematophores, C. chromatophores, or is it heterocyst? What do you think is the answer? What are the pigments that are containing the membrane extensions in some cyanobacteria? They are definitely chromatophores. Chroma means color, phore means bearing. So color bearing, chromatophores. This is the right answer. So the blue-green algae, that is the BGA, has higher quantity of phycocyanin and red algae and have more phycoerythrin. Phycocyanin and phycoerythrin together, they form the phycobilins. Phycocyanin and phycoerythrin. Now, these water-soluble pigments, they are thought to be associated with the small granules that are attached with the lamellae, right? Now, like the carotenoids which are there, the phycobilins, they are the accessory pigments and they absorb the light and they transfer it to chlorophyll A.